All right. So this is not going to be pretty. I don't want to build this up too much. I know it doesn't seem like a lot on screen right now, but this is one of the hardest games that I've ever in my life played. This is speaking as someone that fully completed Spelunky and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm very obsessive about very difficult games. I try to master them and play them a ton. This game is really effing hard. Hey, I'm Russ, and today I'm going to be playing TumbleSeed, which, again, you're seeing right now. I keep gesturing with my right hand, but I really can't because the way this game works is that I am controlling, and this is like the little introductory area, so I can't die. But the way this game works is I'm controlling the left and right sides of this branch, I guess. It's just like a platform. And so with the left analog stick, I can like pull the left side up and down. Right analog stick, I can pull the right side up and down. And it makes that seed in the middle, the like dude with the eye, roll left and right. Those are the basics. And so I'm just going to do a run and try to talk you through what's going on. But I will probably die because this game is very hard. It's randomly generated. It is a roguelike. So all the levels are random each time. Jesus, I almost died right there. Each time you play. And so it makes it very difficult. Now what we have here is a little place to get some currency or a power. You have different versions of your seed here represented by like these different shapes. And if you roll over these little patches of seeds, you can get a different ability. It's the best way I can sort of describe it. So in this case, I'm going to use the thorn vine. And I'm going to roll over this, and I get like this little spinning thing around me. And with that, I can kill that dude. Oh god, oh god. Okay, so you see he dropped that crystal. Crystals are basically money, they're currency. And with that money, I can roll over more of those patches of flowers, I guess, to get more powers. So here's another one over here, the one with the eye. So we're going to get another spear arm spinning around. Oh my god. So the problem, what makes this game so difficult, oh my god. This is bad. Oh god. Good start. What makes this game so difficult is that unlike Spelunky, where you can sort of like stand in one place and think about it, it's really difficult to stand in one place in this game because you're constantly rolling. It's like one of those rolling ball puzzles that I hated from my childhood. And it just makes it very challenging. So we're going to pick up two of these. So now I've got... Whoa. I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay. So that was like an exploding dude that I just like was not paying attention because I was talking and didn't see. And my score gets submitted, and we're going to start again, and hopefully I'll do a little better. One of the ways the game sort of guides you into learning how it works is there are these quests you can pick up. So in this case, I've done a few of them. So this is like 3 or 4 quests in. And they're telling me they want me to have 5 hearts. So I know that one of the seed types is this heart dude, and he actually will give you health each time you roll over a seed patch. It's not a full heart. It requires like a few seed patches to get there. But the problem is getting early health is not a great strategy. You actually want to stick with the thorn. So I'm gonna stick with the thorn thing. You want to stick with the thorn thing early on because it's a good way to get currency. So I'm trying to just move on up. Oh my god. Doing this live is just like the worst idea. I really should have just recorded some gameplay and then talked over it. But no, you know what? Life moves pretty fast, so kill me. Okay, so we've got 2 spinning things. I want to kill this blue thing. Oh my god, there is a pit right there. Okay, I want to kill. There we go. Okay, so he dropped 2 crystals, which is great. We're going to use those, and I'm going to slowly, carefully roll over. There's some pits on the right side that I want to avoid. And the problem is you always like end up overcorrecting and then just rolling yourself right into a giant pit like this one right here. Oh my god, this game. You can see how slowly I'm moving. This game is not for the timid, but it encourages a timid demeanor when playing, because the faster you move, the more likely it is that you're going to die. Okay, I killed that giant slug, which is great because he dropped a gold piece of currency, and I'm going to want to wait until these slugs get out of the way. So that's worth 5. And now I can get more thorns. We're actually doing pretty well in this run so far, but runs, like Spelunky, runs can go bad really quickly. In case you're just joining us, we're playing TumbleSeed, a very, very difficult game that does not look difficult at all. I acknowledge it looks stupidly easy and childish, but it is insanely difficult because I'm constantly worried about maintaining balance on my little seed dude there. This game is out today on Switch. It's on PS4, it's on PC, and it's on Mac for $15 on all of those platforms. So I'm going to kill a few more of these slugs and pick up their currency. So we've got a ton of money now, which is great. I can really build up a nice defense with a bunch more of these thorn spinning things. Oh my god. See, that's all it takes. It's literally just that. I turn my brain off for a second, and I'm back to the start. Now, small benefit, I do have still my money is still there, but I don't have a lot else. So I'm going to try to like slowly work my way up again. There is one of the seeds actually creates checkpoints in case you fall, but I don't like using that seed until I've gotten some decent progress. So in this case, it kind of screwed me over, but usually if I'm having a good run, I try to not use that checkpoint until I'm like a good ways into a level. And there are multiple stages with kind of multiple enemy types, stuff like that. The furthest I've gotten is stage 2, where I promptly died, mostly because I didn't have enough defenses and the monsters were terrifying. But here I'm doing okay again. Just trying to like chill myself out. Again, calm demeanor. Let's kill that dude. I want to kill this flying guy because he's bothering me. And killing guys is tough because you have to time it. So the thorns are constantly spinning. So if you've only got, in this case, I've only got 2 thorns, so I gotta wait for them to like go back around and time that with my roll. So there's just like so much you're worried about. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys that room up there. If I can just like calmly do it. So this is a special room. We're gonna take a look. So there are these rooms that happen kind of in the middle of different areas. I don't know what they're called, but essentially you get to pick between 2 power seeds. And you actually get to demo them if you're not sure what they do. There's a little... Oh, I got the quest complete. That's funny. So I'm not sure what this seed does. Sorry. I'm not sure what the seed does, but we're going to find out. Okay, so it seems it's created this boomerang that's like flying all around the map and has the ability to kill people. I don't know how it is controlled. Let's see if we can get another one of these. And it's cool because you have infinite money in this area, so you can just like mess around. I don't know. I don't know if I like have control over it or it's flying just randomly. Can't really tell, but you can see I'm just like, there's a bunch of them flying around now. It's kind of nice. I don't know if I love it. It's a little too chaotic for me. Let's see what the other power does. Okay, so this other power is a lightning bolt thingy. And this... Oh, okay, so this is cool. This fills up holes. So if I use it like in an area where there's like a bunch of holes nearby, it'll fill them up and it's safe to travel from there on out. So that's kind of cool. We'll go with the lightning bolt, why not? So let me go back. Even in this area, it's like stressful to move around. I've seen playthroughs of this game, especially the developers playing through it, obviously like zoom through these levels like it's not even a thought, but I am not at that level yet. I'm going to go back to Old Thorny, but we might be getting to a point where I want to drop a checkpoint, even though I only have 2 hearts. Let's get out of the way of that pit. And you can see there's a little icon underneath where the seed is rolling, and it tells you like kind of an idea of like if you're level or if you're not level, like where you're going to be rolling to in a second. Okay. I'm going to drop a checkpoint here. They're called a flag seed. And I'm just going to like stabilize myself a little bit. And in this starting area, there we go. So that's a checkpoint. Once I get above that, if I fall in a hole, it'll actually start me from there. Unfortunately, falling in a hole does cost... Oh god, I forgot about those guys. Shit. Falling in a hole costs health, so you don't really want to fall in holes. That is generally bad. I'm going to try to kill this guy. He's got 1 health left. This dude below me. Just gotta like... Oh, maybe he has 2 health left. Shit. Damn it. Okay. That sucks. Well, even though I have the checkpoint now, if I fall, it's going to kill me. So let's just not fall. How about that? Let's pick up another thorn. In addition to killing guys, they kind of offered a nice level of defense, although there are guys with more than 1 hit point. So if you happen to run into those guys, like the dude that was below us, it's going to take 2 of these things to kill him. There are other weapons that do more damage. I like watching this must be... It must seem like I'm a total idiot, and that this seems like the most basic game ever, but this is just like so profoundly stressful. I'm using a pro controller for what it's worth, although I did play in portable mode and found that to be totally viable for this game. Especially considering you're really just using the... Oh god, I hate these guys. You're just using the analog sticks. I'm going to try to poke them to death. There we go. Oh god. You're just using the analog sticks, so it does not take a lot of like control demands. I think this guy is 2 health as well, but we do... Oh! Shit. I got greedy. Oh no, he's just 1. Oh. No, 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 no. Oh my god. Up. So when you want to move straight up without rolling, you just push up on both analog sticks, but if you haven't been paying attention and you're slightly off kilter and you do that, you will probably roll to your death. So it's just like a constant balancing act, which just makes for a very stressful gaming experience that I know... I'm literally sweating. I don't know if you could tell based on the webcam, but I'm legit sweating out of nerves. I just want to make it to World 2. I'll be so impressed with myself if I can do that on a live stream. And I really can't wait until we start seeing some epic playthroughs of this game, because it just seems perfect for like speed runs and stuff like that. But early on, I think it's just going to be people figuring out how to just stay alive. Yeah, I've got 1 hit point, so even that slug dude would wreck me. But I think we are getting close to the end of this area. Oh, okay, so that's the end. Whew. Okay, made it. Jesus Christ. Okay, made it. World 2. I guess area 2, whatever. So once you get to the second area, there's a few new guys to talk to. Something about a fireworm. I don't know what that means. I'm sure there are secrets a la Spelunky. I don't know anything about them. There are stores. So in this case, you can see I've got 10. Let's see, that looks like 13 coins right now. So I can buy stuff. That's avalanche. So you can buy new seeds using that currency. But then obviously you can't use them, you know, in the next area. So if you want to save your currency for the next area, you probably don't want to buy seeds. Let's see what this guy has to say. Limestone. Most of this stuff is just like flavor text stuff. So there's a little extra seed spot there for free, which is nice because I can't really die in this area. Oh, this is kind of cool. So if I ended up with like seeds I didn't want or feel like I don't use, like this crystal one, for example, I don't really use this crystal one because the return on investment's kind of bad. I can trade them in for a random seed, but I need 2 to trade them in for a random 1. The one that they have up there is... Let's see. Do they tell me what's up here? Oh, yeah, they do. Seeker Aura. Certain projectiles see... Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, you know what? That actually might be a passive. Do I just have it now? I guess I just have it. That's cool. That's a passive. I haven't actually used that. Okay. I don't have projectiles, so that doesn't really help me. I guess I could trade in. Let's see what we have up here. I don't know what this does yet. This is a mystery. Unknown. Just for argument's sake, for the sake of the stream, so you guys can see it, I'm going to trade in a couple of my seeds for a random seed. Maybe I'll get a projectile seed and we can test out this passive that I just picked up. So let's trade in crystal, which I don't need. So that's 1. And then I don't want to trade in thorny. Probably heart seed. Yeah, I'm not building up hearts anymore. I've got 1 heart, and I'm going to have to use all my currency for defenses anyway, so whatever. Okay, so I traded those 2 in and got poison out of the deal. And you can just keep doing that if you end up with a bunch of seeds you don't need. So that's kind of cool. Okay, poison. I don't have a lot of experience using poison, but the times I've used it hasn't been super useful. So I'm going to just stick with thorns. And what is this? I don't remember what this guy does. He trades in money for something. Oh, it's a bank, right. So if I happen to make it to the next area, I will get a return on my investment. I think the likelihood of me making it there is 0 because I've not made it to World 3 yet. But, oh boy. And this is like... I'm not going to do this, but you can see what this is. This is like a little challenge mode where you have to go around the map. No, I don't want to do it. Chill out. Where you have to go around the map collecting things, and if you survive, you get all the currency that you picked up. Instead, I'm going to head on up. I'm going to pick up 1 more of these. So we've got a nice defense going. I'm going to get this free crystal chilling over here. So we've got 14 crystals going into World 2. No hearts, so I am 1 shot and dead. So let's see if I can survive. World 2 has rain in it. It also has terrifying snakes. And squids, apparently. Awesome squids that just crash down from the sky and wreck your day. And And just so you guys can see it, I'm going to use, let's see, I'm going to use the rain one, and I'll show you it in action. I don't know what that tulip is. But there we go. Now what was originally a like really dangerous area becomes like a lot more tame. And it's kind of cool. Oh god, we have jumping spiders. That's bad. Jumping spiders are killable. I think he's 1 health. Yeah, there we go. Oh boy. Okay, so he dropped really valuable stuff, which is terrific. I think that, yeah, so we're up to almost 20 coins. And because of that, we can drop another one of these. And this is not a great strategy because eventually you just run out of money and you have no defenses. But again, I'm just trying to like get as high as I can. So far, I think this is probably the highest I've gone. And that's kind of the nature of roguelikes, right? You feel like this game is impossible, and then slowly but surely you make it farther and farther into the game, and then you feel like you accomplished something. In that case, I just died from these really brutal attacking things. 232. Oh, so that was actually not my high score. 249 is the highest I've gotten, but still respectable. I'm going to try one more run at it. And I apologize that I can't really address any questions or anything like that. This game actually I'll do the daily challenge. There is a daily challenge every day. Even though the game is randomized, you can do the daily challenge, and then everyone that is playing that day plays this same map. So you can really compare yourself to your friends. We finished that quest. I think I can pick up the... let's see what this guy has to say. It's usually just some flavor text. That's true. He's saying, don't force it. Good advice. It looks like I can't finish this quest. I don't know that the quests do anything apart from like teach you how to play the game, but that's okay. It is definitely needed. Okay, daily quest. So they're really starting off pretty hardcore here. We're going to go back to Thorny. I need to get past. So this guy, as I go in his line of sight, will charge. So I'm just going to like get myself as flat as possible, and then I'm going to zoom myself up. Just trying to like stay straight. Okay. So we got one there. Oh, and we don't have currency. There's some money up there. Those charging worm things are just really not nice. Okay, so now we've got 2 thorn things. I'm going to push up and try to kill the slug. Sweet, he dropped 2. The slugs don't always drop 2. It's like it seems like a 50-50 shot whether they drop 1 or 2. But if they drop 2, you're net positive on killing that guy because it costs 1 to create the thorn. So it is usually beneficial to go after them. The larger guys, definitely beneficial. You get a big return on your investment, especially if you're using something like the thorns to kill them. So here we've got a few more of these guys. I was going to say easy guys as I almost rolled to my death again. Gosh. Okay. So I'm going to poke him. I'm going to poke him. Nice. Got some good currency going. And I'm going to poke him. All right. So we've got good currency, but we are out of defenses. I want to get over to those seeds. Okay, we've got one thorn again. There we go, killed him. There is one of the seeds, this crystal seed, will create crystals after you've rolled over a few of the seed patches. From a fiscal standpoint, it doesn't make any sense because you'll make a lot more money killing guys. Those sneaky bomb pits are the worst, and they remove all of your seed thorn things. Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend using the crystal thing, even though it is kind of encouraged in the tutorial. I think you're better off just sticking with thorns for the first area, and maybe a little bit of the checkpoint seed. Okay, we saw that one on the left already. So that was the boomerang. So let's go over here. I know what this is. This is tall spore. And this actually lets you shoot projectiles when you roll over a seed patch for a little while. And that can be really good if you line it up. So I'm going to try to do that without dying here. So I've got it running, and then periodically it spits out those. So if you can get like a few kills out of one activation, you are definitely doing well for yourself. I think that was good. I think it costs 3 to activate it. And that's a good example of something where we saw that pickup earlier that increased the homing ability. Oh god. That's a good example of where you might want to use that passive for this sort of pickup. So there are also these special patches, and I haven't really figured out. Oh, I guess those shoot a projectile off to the left. So we see that dude up there. I'm going to try to activate this, and let's see if I can shoot him. It's going to take some aim. Hit him once. Oof. At least I can kill that guy. Damn it. I'm going to get one more shot at him. Actually, I hit him once. Oh man, already getting spiders? God. Oh, And that's what happens, is you get greedy and you die, and that's the end, because I had 1 health. And that's TumbleSeed for you. There's not a whole lot more I can show you, because the level of patience required to go like very deep into this game is probably beyond the levels of what a stream will show. Let's see how far people are getting already. So I'm like, yeah, okay, not in the leaderboards. But hopefully that gave you kind of a good idea of what this game is about. Again, not for the faint of heart. Very difficult game. Very intense. But good. It's a good game, and it's on Switch in addition to PS4 and PC. And I know for Switch in particular, people are very desperate for games. And indie games especially are nice to have on the go, stuff like this that isn't a super big battery drain. So I would personally recommend it, but it's really your call whether this is the sort of game that's your jag, as it were. Anyway, I have been Russ. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned to our YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed it.